guys, welcome to Alex Loves Coconuts. Today I'm going to be showing you my favorite mini travel items. These are all small travel items that fit in your purse, in your backpack, or in your suitcase really easily, and they all make a big difference when you're traveling. So all the items I'm going to talk about today, I will put the links in the description box down below if you are looking to buy them. But I did buy all of these items with my own money, and these are all items that I highly suggest. All right, so the first mini travel item is this little luggage scale. Now, this is super small. As you can see, it has this little strap that you can unhook here. You put this around your luggage, and that way you can weigh your luggage to see how many pounds it is. And I always do this before I head to the airport. I'll weigh my luggage to make sure that it's not overweight and I don't pay those extra luggage fees. But I also bring this with me when I'm traveling. That way, if I buy any souvenirs or I go on a shopping spree and I add things to my suitcase, I can weigh my luggage again to make sure that it is compliant on those return flights also. All right, the next item on the list is a little travel umbrella. This one comes in its own case, but as you can see, this umbrella is super small and super lightweight. It actually fits in the palm of my hand, and it's just the perfect size to throw into your purse or your backpack when you're sightseeing. That way, if the weather turns and it starts to rain, I always have an umbrella with me while traveling. All right, the next thing on my list is a little travel grocery bag like this, and it folds up into a super small size, but as you can see, it's a pretty big grocery bag and it's pretty sturdy. So I use this as a beach bag, or if you're traveling and you have extra stuff, you always have an extra bag so that you can put those things in the bag. I put a couple of them in my suitcase. That way I always have them on me when traveling. The next item I recommend is something to charge your phone with. So I highly recommend bringing like a little power bank like this. This just holds magnetically on the back of my phone, and this charges my phone fully when I'm traveling. Another version is this little power bank called the iWalk. This is pretty much the same idea. It's just instead of magnetically holding on the back of your phone, this clips to the bottom here of your phone, and you can just walk around and use your phone while it's charging. So another really great little power bank for your phone. All right, so the next thing on my list is this 3-in-1 charger. This is great when you're traveling because it can charge up to 3 devices. So usually I have a place here for my iWatch, I have a place for my phone, and I have a place for my AirPods. It comes with the wire to plug into the wall, and then you only have this to carry in your bag to charge all 3 of your devices. All right, the next thing I highly recommend traveling with is this little mini pill box. What's great about this one is it comes with like these stick-on labels, as you can see, so you can put the medication in each different compartment and you know exactly what is in each compartment. So this is easy to carry into your purse or into your backpack, and perfect as a little pharmacy when you're traveling. All right, the next mini travel item that I highly recommend are these antibacterial hand wipes. I've been talking about these for years just because I keep rebuying them over and over. I really like these because they're individually packed so they don't dry out. What's cool is that these are so small you could put in your back pocket. You can leave a couple in your purse or in your wallet. So these are from the company Wet Ones, and I also use these to disinfect any surfaces that I'm gonna touch like on the plane, or if I'm traveling and they don't have like soap in the bathroom, I'll use one of these to disinfect my hands. So super important to travel with antibacterial wipes, and I think these are the perfect size. The next thing on my list are these Shout Wipe and Go instant stain removers. So basically these are little wipes with detergent in them. Super small, just like those antibacterial wipes, so it's easy to carry in your purse or in a back pocket. It's perfect when you're traveling and you don't have access to laundry facilities. If you do get dirty, you can use one of these to wipe away a stain. So they work super well, and like I said, perfect to travel with. So that brings me to my next item, these Tide travel sink packets. These are really great. It comes in a little package like this. There's 3 in a pack, and basically they're little envelopes with some detergent in them. So it's perfect if you want to wash some clothes in the sink of your hotel room, especially if you don't have access to laundry facilities. Highly recommend when traveling, and it's so small it fits pretty much anywhere. All right, the next thing on my list are these little squeezable travel bottles. I've talked about these a lot on my channel. These are just so practical because you can pretty much put anything in these small squeezable bottles. You can put shampoo, cream, a face wash, anything you need, and it makes it so much easier to travel with, especially if you're only bringing a carry-on. You need to put your liquids in small travel bottles like this, but even if you're checking in a bag, just to have your products in smaller bottles like this will save you so much space and so much weight in your suitcase. So I highly recommend getting yourself a little pack like this. It's a small item that saves you so much packing space. All right, so the next thing I want to talk to you about are these Olay face wash cloths. So basically these are like tiny little cloths, like about this big. So as you can see, it's super small. You put this in the palm of your hand, you add a little bit of water, and it foams up to a really nice soapy consistency, and it's a perfect face wash. It's non-drying and it's the perfect travel size, and it comes in this little travel case like this. So every time I travel, I bring this instead of liquids. All right, the next mini item that I always travel with is this cute little mini razor from the company Venus. It's got a razor in it that's like the perfect size, and it comes in a travel case. I've been traveling with this for years and I highly recommend it. All right, the next mini item that I highly recommend is a little sun stick. Now, I travel with sun sticks all the time because sunscreen takes so much room in my toiletry bag. As you can see, I have this one from Think Sport. This one is a mineral-based sunscreen, and basically it's in a stick form like this. So it rubs on, and you can rub this into your skin and your sunscreen is applied. So it's a solid form, so it doesn't have to be put in your liquids bag, and you can keep this in your pocket when you're traveling. It's easy to apply on your face, and you can easily apply it on your body. So highly recommend. All right, the next item on my travel list are these mini travel perfume bottles. These are really cool because you can fill these up with any of the perfumes that you like. You can refill them really easily. There's like a little hole here at the bottom, so you take off the cap and you pump the perfume into this bottle. There's a little open window here that lets you see how much perfume you have, and it allows me to travel with my perfume without carrying like my big perfume bottles. Also, these are a great travel size, so you can keep this in your purse while you're traveling. That way, if you want to reapply your perfume, you always can keep it on you. All right, so the next thing on my list is a little eye mask like this. I like traveling with these because often when I'm sleeping in a hotel, my eyes get kind of puffy. I do have allergies, and applying these little eye masks really, unpuffs my eyes and really hydrates the underneath of my eye. So I highly recommend traveling with these little things, especially if you're somebody who often wakes up with puffy eyes. Okay, the next thing on my list is a little travel straw. Nowadays, they don't give any more plastic straws, and personally, I hate to drink out of paper straws, so I like to carry my own little travel straw. So having a little extendable travel straw makes such a big difference, and it also comes with its own little cleaning brush, and it has a little rubber at the top here so that you can drink really easily without getting that cold sensation like if you're drinking an iced drink. And it comes with a little hook like this so that you can hook this onto your purse and always have this little travel straw with you. All right, so the next thing on my list are these little travel hangers. This is a super small travel item that you could just throw at the bottom of your suitcase so that you always have these on hand. I can't tell you how many times I've run out of hangers in hotel rooms. So as you can see, this opens up into a full-size hanger. It even has these little nods here so that you can hang dresses or anything with straps. So these are just so practical when you're traveling, especially if you're traveling with a family. So I have like a bunch of these that I bought on Amazon, and like I said, I just leave this at the bottom of my suitcase when I travel. And the last item on my list is a little mini travel towel. This is a camping towel. It comes in its own little bag, but like you can see, it's super flat, super lightweight, and easy to carry. I can't tell you how many times I needed a clean towel while traveling, so having my own towel is such a godsend. And this is like super small and it dries really fast, and microfiber towels are really great for your hair. So I usually dry my hair using my own microfiber towel instead of those towels that you get in the hotel rooms. Often they're just too harsh and dry and they cause breakage in my hair. So having a microfiber towel like this is always practical, especially if you're traveling somewhere hot. This is so much lighter weight to carry to the beach than those big heavy towels. All right guys, so those are all my mini travel items. I hope you liked this video. Let me know in the comment down below if you have any other recommendations for my viewers, and I'd really appreciate if you take the time to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching guys, and happy travels. Bye.